My name's Harry Rock and I play basketball for Derby Trailblazers. It's a really big thing, and I've been going to this church for around all my life pretty much.
So my name is Antonia Adishabutu and I am a senior business executive for an inward investment company. I've been at City Church for about 4 years and counting. A bit about myself, I'm the first of 3. I've got 2 younger brothers and they're twins, they're about 8 years old. And I've got a son, his name's Joshua and he's 6.
So my name's Christabel, I'm a student nurse and I've been at Derby City Church for 1.5 years now.
My name is Johan Ferrara, I'm from South Africa. I'm married to a beautiful Polish lady called Malvina. We have 2 boys called Matthew and Lucas, they're 5 years old. We've been coming to Derby City Church now for 10 years. We've met some wonderful people and made some really nice friends.
So I grew up going to church, so I was really blessed by that, but then when I was a teenager I really started to doubt everything that I believed. So I knew a lot about God, but I didn't know if it was true anymore, and it was really hard because I didn't know who I was anymore or what my purpose was.
Well, my life was a bit messed up because I thought my life was useless and there's no meaning to it, and I thought, oh, what's the point of living? But when I came to Christ, my life got changed around.
Well, I had the privilege of growing up in a Christian home. Both my parents were dedicated Christians. So from a very early age, I've learned about God. At 9 years old, I became a Christian. I can still remember it like it was yesterday. But when I was in my teenager years, things started to get out of control. I've been involved with a lot of drinking and drugs. And to the point where at the age of 20 years old, I feel I had to leave South Africa, and that's when I came to England.
It was just basically, I heard the gospel preached and I'd heard it so many times in my life, but then it was as if I heard it for the very first time. And it was like, oh, I've been searching for so long and finally this was what it was. And then I think that really renewed my faith in Christ.
Just because I grew up in a Christian home, I went to a Catholic school, doesn't necessarily make me a Christian. I actually had to make that personal decision myself.
Well, the faith began at, I think at Soul Survivor, was when I felt God's spirit and God's presence around me, and I felt like He wanted to grow in me and I wanted to follow His path.
In 2007, I lost a very good friend, and God changed my life around in 2007. Looking back, He really directed my path, and since then me and my family have been living in the grace of God.
Jesus makes all the difference, and I think that my life now has real purpose and I know my identity, which is in Him and not in myself.
I think now I know that Jesus is the way of living, that I can live through Him, and that now I know my identity, I know who I am through Christ.
Christ has been my peace, He has been my safe haven. When things just don't go right or when life kicks in, He has been the person that I run to. And ultimately, when all is said and done, He has always had my back.
Looking back through my life from a very early age, God didn't make a difference in my life. For me, God is life.